In a quiet village nestled between mountains lived a wise old monk named Yudo. Yudo was known for his serene demeanor and profound insights, often sharing wisdom through stories and parables. Among these stories, the tale of the two arrows was one of his favorites, but he always tailored it uniquely to his audience. One day, a young man named Haruto came to the village, seeking Yudo's guidance. Haruto was a skilled archer, renowned for his precision and speed, but he was troubled by his volatile temper. Every setback, no matter how small, ignited his fury, and he found it increasingly difficult to control his emotions. Haruto approached Yudo at the temple, bowing deeply. "Master Yudo, I need your wisdom. My anger is like a raging fire, consuming me and those around me. How can I find peace?" Yudo smiled gently and invited Haruto to sit with him by a tranquil pond. "Haruto, let me tell you a story," he began. Long ago, there was a young archer named Aki. Aki was exceptional in his skill, but like you, he struggled with his temper. One day, while hunting in the forest, Aki was struck by an arrow from a hidden attacker. The pain was excruciating, and he fell to the ground, clutching the wound. Yudo paused, watching Haruto's intense focus on the story. As Aki lay there, a second arrow flew towards him. This arrow, however, did not come from an attacker but from Aki's own quiver. In his panic and pain, he had accidentally released it. The second arrow struck near the first, doubling his agony. Why did he shoot himself? Haruto asked, puzzled. Yudo nodded. Exactly. The first arrow, the one from the hidden attacker, was beyond Aki's control. It represented life's unavoidable pains. But the second arrow, caused by his own panic and lack of control, was his doing. It represented the unnecessary suffering we inflict upon ourselves through our reactions. Haruto sat in silence, absorbing the story. "So, Master Yudo, how do I avoid the second arrow?" Yudo's eyes twinkled with wisdom, by recognizing it. When faced with the first arrow, the inevitable pains and challenges, pause. Breathe. Observe your emotions without letting them control you. Understand that the second arrow is your choice. Will you let it pierce you, or will you let it fall harmlessly to the ground? Moved by the story, Haruto thanked Yudo and left the temple with a renewed sense of purpose. He began to practice mindfulness, observing his emotions without judgment. Whenever anger flared, he remembered Aki's two arrows and chose not to release the second one. Months passed, and Haruto's temper cooled. He became known not only for his archery but also for his calm and collected demeanor. He often shared Yudo's story with others, spreading the wisdom of the two arrows far and wide. Years later, Haruto returned to the village, now an old man with many students of his own. He sought out Yudo, who was sitting by the same tranquil pond. They greeted each other warmly, and Haruto bowed deeply. "Master Yudo, your story changed my life. I have tried to live by its lesson and teach it to others." Yudo smiled, his eyes filled with pride. "You have done well, Haruto. Remember, the journey to inner peace is ongoing. Each moment offers a new arrow, a new choice. Continue to choose wisely." With a heart full of gratitude, Haruto sat beside Yudo, both of them enjoying the serenity of the moment, knowing that the wisdom of the two arrows would live on through countless stories and generations.